Thank you. I thank you all for being here. Nice seeing you. Now, my first advice is get off the fast lane, especially when you speak. Now let me give you an example. If I have a starting line here and a finishing line here, and I put a mouse here and a kangaroo here, and I say go. Now that mouse has to really run, and that kangaroo, one leap and he's there. You can get just as much done, if not more, by getting the hell off the fast lane. That's number one. Number two, are we willing to change? If you're not, then I suggest you just go inside and wait until we have our social event. Everybody staying? Okay. Now remember, I do not make the laws of nature. I report them. And if you don't like what I say, don't argue with me, argue with nature. Is that clear? Now thoughts are things. Even in this screwed up world, they have effects on us. So when I say that the atmosphere contains gases, and I mention carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and so forth and so on, I am already polluting the atmosphere, because a gas is stinks. The atmosphere contains air with the elements of carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and blah, 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 blah. You understand? That's the way you have to think of the atmosphere. And the next thing is, we're changing. No longer is that outside going to control me, but I am going to control the outside. So you see, Cannon's homeostasis has it backwards. So let's get on track and make ourselves normal, because we are abnormal now. Now, chiropractic and God are synonymous. Who in here can take God apart? Nobody. So how can we take chiropractic apart and make it an adjective instead of a noun? Chiropractic. Pediatrics, for instance. There is no such thing. Chiropractic, period, takes care of all people. And I got news for you. When a woman is pregnant and she receives adjustments, that little child inside of that womb is also receiving that adjustment. You don't believe me? Now listen. We all know what this is. It's a tuning fork. Anybody hear it? No. Now. You hear it? And what do you call that when you hear it? Resonance. Now, who would like to come up here? I'd like to demonstrate something. Take your glasses off. Anybody hear that? No. You say that. What do you feel?
Tone.
Tone. Through where did that tone travel in you?
Through my system.
A particular system.
My skeletal system. My skeletal?
Your
Bone,
bones.
bone.
Don't call it skeleton.
Bones.
Skeleton. Thank you. Who else wants to experience this? Come up here. Just come on, Glenn. Come up and get it. You don't recognize the simplicity of the truth. We make it complicated and it becomes a lie. Sense it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Lund.
It's here. Anybody wants to try it later? Go ahead. And that's a resonance. And when I was upstairs and took care of people, I went boom! And guess what happened? Did I move a bone? No. Did I send in a tone? Yeah. Through where? Through the osseous tissues. Bum! Yee! And sometimes some people will say to me, Doc, I felt that in my fingers. You're willing to change? Change. Your thinking has to change. Okay? Now, do you mind if I comment on this?
No,
You
please.
sure?
Yes.
Now remember, I'm not here to pick on you. I'm here to try to make you understand, all right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, first thing is keep it simple. This is too complicated. We have in here ingredients. And ingredients means we have the non-essentials in here. You have structure and behavior. What other word, you keep quiet, what other word can we use instead of behavior?
Anyone like to answer? Jim? Function. Function.
That's right. Structure determines function. You got it? That's the basic rule of chiropractic from the spirit world. Not from the earthly world, from the spirit world. Now, perception. What is a perception? Would you mind telling me there? Yeah.
Your
Speak up.
perception is your sense of reality.
Sense of reality. It may be, but where, you see, now before I go to places,